Hey, Justin Turpin here, the mind hacker for entrepreneurs and founder of Create a Mind You Love. So earlier today, I was asked a question. Why do I sometimes get triggered into a negative emotional state when I'm not sure what's triggering it? And how do I get out of that negative emotional state quickly? So before we can answer that, we need to understand how that trigger gets installed. So we go through the world taking in all sorts of sensory data and making sense of it. And we do that through our five senses and through our emotions. So when we have like a neutrally charged, like it has no emotional charge to it, that kind of experience just goes right through us. But when we have an emotionally charged experience, whether it's like an aversion, like something we want to like stay away from, like a negative experience, or it's an emotionally positive experience, like an attraction, those kinds of things get imprinted in our nervous system as important. And so when we have a negative emotional imprint, uh, like imprinted on our nervous system, anytime we have some sensory information that comes in and triggers that, we get triggered. We go kind of back to that default, that state that we had when we formed that emotional imprint. So sometimes, like, if you get angry at something and something triggers you and you're not sure what, you get angry, that's probably the experience or the emotional state you were in when that imprint was formed. So that's why you get triggered. I don't know why your particular um, trigger might be there. That would be something we might need to figure out, like in a coaching session, or something you might need to just sit with for a while. But after you notice that you're triggered and you have activated this emotional imprint, one of the fastest ways to get out of it is to sit with the feeling, let it process. Um, Usually, those kinds of feelings, we'll feel them in our chest or our abdomen or our stomach, like somewhere in that autonomic nervous system area. So you want to sit there and sit with the feeling and process it and let it just storm out, kind of like a rainstorm, where it could be violent for a minute or two and then it's gone. Um, or you can do some other techniques to reprocess that emotion so that it's no longer present for you as in the form of a trigger. Um, Great one that I use often is EFT. It's a good way to reprocess that experience so it's no longer a trigger for you. So yeah, go check that out, and I hope it helps you out.